Why is it realistic for Canada basketball to win gold in this Olympics in Paris? This current roster that they have for the Olympics in Paris right now is probably the best Canadian national team that has ever been assembled. But what makes this team very capable of winning gold in the Olympics? Is it because they're loaded with NBA talent? Or is having Shai Gilgeous-Alexander enough for them to win gold in Paris? What about you guys? Let me know and comment down below on what you think about why Canada is such a big threat to win gold in this year's Olympics. Or you can also comment down below and let me know why Canada is not going to win gold in this year's Olympics. But in today's video, we will be talking about the major factors on why it's very realistic for Team Canada to win gold in Paris. We will be breaking down their strengths, whether that's defensively or offensively. And by the end of this video, I will also share to you a thing or two about their weaknesses. So stick around at the end of this video to find out those weaknesses that Team Canada has. If you haven't done so, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification button, as I will be making videos for you guys every week. And now, let's get to it. First thing I want to mention, which is the obvious part, is that Team Canada has 11 NBA players in their roster. That is like the most active NBA players that a country has representing in the Olympics outside the United States. And these NBA players that they have in Team Canada are just not some off the bench type of NBA guys. These are at least the first option, second option, third option. These are big impact players that Team Canada has right now. Names like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the #1 option in Oklahoma City Thunders. And you also have Jamal Murray, who came from, almost fresh out of NBA championship, which was about a year ago with the Denver Nuggets. You have RJ Barrett on the wing, who is basically the #1 option since he's been traded to the Toronto Raptors this past season. Offensively, guard-wise, those are legitimate guards who can get a bucket and make a play for your team on any given moment in time during the game. And if you want to talk about perimeter defense, you also have Dillon Brooks, who basically is embracing the villain role in the NBA, who I believe is one of the top perimeter defender in the world. You also have SGA's cousin in Nickeil Alexander-Walker, who has definitely showed his defensive abilities during the past playoffs. Ironically, it was Nickeil Alexander-Walker who basically locked down Jamal Murray during the playoffs, and Jamal Murray was on fire during the LA Lakers series and making game winner left and right throughout that whole series. And another player who is a great perimeter defender and who can also score for himself is Lu Dort. Defensively, guard-wise, Team Canada probably has the best perimeter defense in the world. A great example of their defense guard-wise is what they did with Greece in their first game in the Olympics. They were able to force Greece into multiple shot clock violation in the first quarter. And when it comes to scoring, Team Canada is not lacking at all with scoring, especially when they need that go-ahead bucket. They could go either with Jamal Murray, RJ Barrett, and especially with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who, in my opinion, was the MVP in the NBA last season. With SGA's ability offensively, he can either create for himself or he can make plays for his teammates for a catch and shoot, which Dillon Brooks and Lu Dort is great at. Experience-wise, the core of Canada basketball is pretty much the same ever since they won bronze in last year's World Cup in the Philippines. Chemistry-wise, because of that achievement after beating United States in the bronze medal game last year, that is a huge confident booster going into this year's Olympics. I believe that will be one of their strengths. Chemistry-wise, they are much in a better shape compared to United States, who basically was just assembled this past summer, like a few months ago. Yeah, you might be able to argue that, Steve Kerr and Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, their top players have been in the same team together, but that's just 3 people out of the whole team. And, like Steve Kerr don't even know how to use Jason Tatum, who just fresh out of an NBA championship. And not only that, you got Joel Embiid on the side basically throwing some people under the bus on, why USA basketball is not as dominant as they used to. He's over there talking about how, yeah, this looks great on paper, having LeBron James, Kevin Durant. But to be realistic of things, these players are well over past their prime. Like LeBron is 39, he's about to be 40, and Kevin Durant is, in his late 30s. One of the big weakness that Canada basketball has is they don't have a clear big that, that can protect the rim. Yes, they have Dwight Powell and Kelly Olynyk, but that's not as dominant as, like a Joel Embiid or like a Giannis Antetokounmpo who can protect the rim. Canada was supposed to have Zach Edey in this roster, but Zach Edey decided that he wanted to pull out of the national team to be able to focus more with Memphis Grizzlies, as he was just drafted this past summer with them, which makes sense because Zach Edey is still young and he's probably going to play in more Olympics down the road. But having Zach Edey would have been a great asset for Team Canada. Zach Edey is a great rim protector, even though he's young. But at the end of the day, he's still 7'4", who's mobile and who has great timing defensively as well. Also, not having Andrew Wiggins in this year's Olympics would have been, having Andrew Wiggins would have been another great addition. Team Canada might be undersized, but their average height for the whole team is 6'7". Having Andrew Wiggins added up in the perimeter defense, I don't think protecting the post wouldn't be a big problem for Team Canada, as they have great size in the guard position. They're very lanky. And judging by their first 2 games with Greece and Australia, that has been, it looks like, their game plan, where perimeter defense, like that's their strength. They could not slack in that area because they have to make up for not having a traditional big on the post. But at the end of the day, what about you guys? What do you guys think about the current situation with Team Canada? Let me know and comment down below, and let's make this a conversation in the comment section. And if you haven't done so, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and we will see you on the next video.